Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth and this is Beth's Bookish Reviews, and I'm here today to share with you the books that I read in November. So the first one that I finished was Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. This was a reread and I read it with I read it because Anne from In Search of Wonder and Charlene from Coffee and a Book are doing the 250th birthday celebration for Jane Austen, and so it also went with my DIY literature degree, and I was reading a book that is very prominently in this book. So this is about Catherine Morland, and she goes to visit, I don't know if it's an aunt or friends of her parents. I think it's an aunt. And she meets some acquaintances, and she also meets a brother and sister, and is rather drawn to the brother, and of course it's their romance. And she kind of gets a few things wrong, but this is like her coming out in society, and her brother is there, and his girlfriend, and it's her brother that helps instigate some of this trouble that she gets herself into. And then the brother and sister that she meets, that she really wants to get to know and spend time with, get their feelings hurt, and so she has to right some wrongs in here. And yeah, for a slim little novel like this, it's very impactful, and I enjoy it, and I especially enjoy it now that I've read the other book. So I gave it 4 stars. It's not my favorite, but it's not my least favorite, Jane Austen, and I will be doing a ranking of Jane Austen novels now that I have read all of them. So then I finished a book that I do not have, and it's called Caution, Death at Work, and this was a little, I would call it a cozy mystery. It's by Reese Dillon, and this family is on their way home, and this I don't know, park ranger stumbles out of the woods, and his friend has been attacked, and he has been attacked, and so the family, the guy that is driving, the dad and husband, is like an EMT, and well, he is an EMT, and so he goes out and helps, and they call for an ambulance, but excuse me, of course it is a death. So, and then they have to, of course, solve the mystery. It was pretty good. I gave it 3 stars. I read it for a book club that I wanted to be a part of, but I didn't get to be part of the discussion, because the night that they had the discussion I was feeling rather poorly. So I do plan to take part in some of it later. So the next one that I finished was, ta-da, Anne Radcliffe's The Mysteries of Udolpho. This was for my DIY literature degree, as was this. because I put them together and I added this to my DIY literature degree. Notice that I've tabbed it up. I don't think I actually highlighted anything. I did underline some things, and I did write in pencil, I think, a couple of things. This is about Emily St. Aubert and her true love. What is his name? I can't remember his name now. I did highlight. Valancourt. So, she has to go and live with her aunt who remarries, and she's treated rather poorly by the step uncle, and the aunt is as well. But I did give this 5 stars. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed every minute of it. So yeah. Next, sorry, I did not read all of this. I only read a couple of parts of this. I did some close reading in it, but I didn't want to share that for my DIY literature degree. The next thing I finished, was it that one? Okay. Is probably a favorite, and it is North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. This is about, I know her name, and I'm afraid it's the wrong one, and I don't want to say her name. Mr. Thornton and Margaret. Yes, Margaret. And of course it's their romance in the book, but yeah. If you want to hear more about this book, I have a series going, and I will link it, the first one, up in the cards, if I can remember to do that. But if not, just go check out my haunted pages, and the first one is 5, I think, for this one. And yes, I absolutely loved the characters in this book. I loved Thornton. Sometimes Margaret would get on my nerves because she had such prejudice against him. But then I remembered Elizabeth and Darcy. So anyway, loved it. I still think about these people almost as much as I used to think about Rochester and Jane. But it's very, very close to them. So then I finished Stalking the Divine by Kristen Olson, and this was physical read. And North and South was for my DIY literature degree. This is about a woman who finds an ad in, I don't want to tell about this. I'm going to link Jenna down below in the box, because she tells about these books so much better, and it is her book club. So, but Kristen does find an ad in a newspaper for church service, and on Christmas morning. All right, then I finished the other book club pick, which is A Quiet Life by Ethan Joella. And Stalking the Divines, I'm going to say, is... I haven't rated it yet. It's complicated. I gave A Quiet Life 5 stars. But again, I don't want to talk about that one because we haven't met yet. So, the last one I read was Hard Times by Charles Dickens. And it gets 5 stars as well. I loved this book. I loved Sissy. And I love the fact that Louisa ran back home to her dad. And if you know, you know. And I will also have a Haunted Pages on this coming up pretty soon, in a couple of weeks. They're spaced out once a week. So, yeah. But, I didn't expect to enjoy this as much as I did. But, yeah. I can certainly see myself rereading this one too. I loved it. Really did. Okay, so here is my reading plus the audio book for Caution, Death at Work, and that was my November. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more from me, just go ahead and click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.